Hey y'all, it's Tracy and I have a couple of projects I want to share with you today. I do a lot of card making because I find it easier for me to get my crafting quick fix when I only have to do the size of a card. So I'm kind of slow about getting minis done. I love making minis, don't get me wrong, they're my favorites, but I find it easier for me to have the time to do cards. And I have become a Copic addict. I have to admit it. I love Copic markers and I love digital images and some rubber stamping too, but I'm really into the digital images because you can size them to whatever size that you need them for your project. This particular card is one I recently made using an image from a company called A Day for Daisies. And I just love her images. They're all very little whimsical characters, and she does regular, kids and animals and things, and then she has, several little fairies and nymphs. This one's called the Ladybug Nymph, and I just love her stuff. And I was very blessed recently to be asked by her to join her creative team and design cards for her using her images. And I want to share with you a mini that I have created for my daughter using images that are all from A Day for Daisies. This album is for my daughter Kara. She's my baby, my only baby, and since she's almost 21, I don't know if she's going to qualify for a baby too much longer, but I wanted to create something for her, and the more I looked through Tammy's images, the more of them I found related to parts of my daughter's character that I love so much about her. So this whole album is made with digital images that reflect parts of her character, part of who she is. So this was made with one of the Dollar Michaels chipboard albums. This one's probably from sometime last year. I haven't bought one of these things in a long time. I have a whole big drawer full of them. But this was a rounded square, and I used the a couple of Tim Holtz dies to do the decorative edging on the pages. I used two different ones. I can't remember off the top of my head which ones they were. I'll put that on the screen for you. But all the papers in here are Pink Paisley's Butterfly Garden collection. This is the most beautiful paper, and I just love the soft peaches and greens that are in it, and they're throughout the whole album and all the embellishments and everything that I put in here. So let's get started at looking at what I've put in this mini. For the cover, this is an image, digital image that I colored with Copics. It is three-dimensional because I printed it out twice, colored it, popped the flowers up. And also for the frame itself, I glued about 4 layers of thin chipboard together to make the frame thick, and then popped the image on top of it. And I used a sepia micron pen to add the wood grain into it. That wasn't on there. I put that there myself. And on the inside of the frame, I have some lace. I went to my local scrapbook store owner and told her I was trying to find some applique, actually is what I was looking for, and she didn't have that. Has quilting materials also in her store, so she went and dug through her daughter's stash and found some pieces of lace, and she gave me a piece off of here and was nice enough to iron me some of the fusible web stuff on the back of it, so all I had to do was iron it onto the page to stick it down. And so that's on the inside of the frame. And these letters, I found these at, whoops, let me see it. I found these at Big Lots for, as you can see, 25 cents. And I picked up like 4 bags of them. And they're just kind of a white, opaque look to them. And I used alcohol ink to color the letters a green to match the papers in the book. So those are in here to spell out who is Kara. That's my daughter. For the vines, this was originally drawn on as part of the digital image, but I used some green hemp cording and glued that over where the vines were around the outside of the frame for a little extra special touch to it. There's some pearls up here, and I put a ribbon bow, some pretty lace back here that I threaded some thin green ribbon through. This is a Kaisercraft wood butterfly that I covered in picket fence crackle paint, and then I went over it in rock candy also. Then I had some bling down here. This was a pearl bling that I colored with my Copic marker to give it a green tint for the little butterfly's trail. I used a Tim Holtz little knob thing here. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, I used that for the closure, and what I did was added a eyelet in the back, and this is a hair tie with the rubber band type covered, and I just used a paper clip on the inside of the paper on the inside to hold the hairband in through the eyelet so it doesn't come out, the little middle part doesn't come out, and just use that to secure the pages closed for the book. I have some different ribbons that are used throughout the book tied onto the ring right here, and I made some bead charms with matching beads to coordinate with the album. There's a little one up here that says Jesus, and that is the cover of my book. And you'll find all the pages are stitched, machine stitched around the edges, and distressed also. So let's open it up to the first page, and the first page is the child of God, and this adorable little image of the little girl on her knees praying. I just thought that was so cute. And I have some lace on the side here, and some pearl bling up here, some ribbon and a bow that I tied on this pocket. And like I said, everything's has sewing, machine sewing on all the pieces on all the pages. And each page has a pocket that has a journal tag that comes out. And I haven't written on any of these tags yet, but they will be an not an embellishment, but a my thoughts on this particular characteristic that's portrayed on this page. Maybe some memories about something she did, or whatever, something to do with church or her spiritual life will be in this pocket. And each page has one of those little journal card pullouts. The second page is the Dreamer, and these flowers are some of the new Recollection collection that's come out at Michael's. I punched the flowers with the Martha Stewart rose leaf punch, and I added some more of that hemp cording in here for the vine. There's some pearls and one of the collage pieces from the paper collection is back there, and then another little journaling card that's ready to be written in. And see if I can get it back in. That's the second page. For the third page, my daughter is an extremely talented piano player. She has the gift to be able to hear something and sit down and play it, write it out, whatever she needs to do with it. And she's been taking lessons since she was like 8. So when I didn't have this image wasn't in the store, and I just knew I had to put something musical in here. Music is just a huge part of her life. So I went to Tammy and asked her if she would draw me something that was along the lines of music, and she came back and told me that she had the stamp, she hadn't released it yet, and did I like it, would I be interested? And I just went crazy for it because it was so perfect for what I was doing. So she went ahead and released it into the store, and I was able to use it on this page, and you have some Martha Stewart butterflies that I added pearls for their bodies, and some DMC floss for their little antenna. There's another one of those Michael's Recollection roses, and this, I think that was either a Recollection or a Prima rose right there. I have another butterfly down here. This one's just cut out of some of the designer paper. This one was some cream cardstock that I colored, or painted rather, with some Creative Inspirations paint. It's this really pretty paint. I don't know if I can get the shimmer to show on the camera, but it's very shiny, and they have tons of colors. It comes in little pots, and so I use that to paint this butterfly. And then there's some ribbon and a little bow, some pearls down here. And this, I know y'all have seen these 100 times, but it was so perfect for this page, this treble clef paper clip from Staples. And then you have the journaling tag for this page. And her first recital dress was all white. It didn't have the pink sash. I added that in here to go along with the color, but it was an all white dress. So that'll be a reminder of that for her. The next page is beauty. I'm not the only one that thinks my daughter's beautiful. She really is gorgeous, and she's not vain about it. But this would give you the impression that she sits around looking at herself in the mirror all day, but she does not. She does not have that opinion of herself at all. But it's just a beautiful image to portray that I think she's beautiful. And there's some pearls. There's some more Recollection flowers. These are the little like resin ones, and I added some Martha Stewart frond punches and some little pearl stamens down here with the flowers. There's some more ribbon threaded through this lace and a bow, and some pearls in between the loops, and another journaling spot made with some of the collage pieces out of the paper collection. The next page is the scholar page. There's not anything this girl cannot learn. She is so smart. And this bling was sent to me by my sweet friend Sylvia. Y'all know her as Sil2289 here on YouTube. She's an incredible crafter, and she sent me some goodies in a package one day, and it was a package of Prima bling, and this little key was in it. And I just took some of this peach ribbon and tied around the key before I stuck it down to the page. And there's some more lace, some more of the Recollections flowers, and some of the Martha Stewart punches. This little butterfly was a Martha Stewart punch that I painted with some pale blue iridescent puff paint, then added the pearls and the little antenna to him. And another journaling card for that page. This next page is my absolute favorite. She's probably going to kill me when she sees this page, but I'm sorry, it's part of her character. She is a drama queen, and I was just so happy with the way the coloring came out on this. I just thought the matching, the page just flows so well together with the colors that are on it. And I made the little punch out flowers and painted them with some more of that Creative Inspiration paint. And these are some more Martha Stewart rose leaves that I also painted with that paint. And then there's some hemp cord for the vine as a decoration around the bottom of the page. And there's a little bit of bling right here, and a bow, and a little butterfly that I punched out of some of the designer paper. And then you have the tag that goes in this pocket. Next comes the princess page. And for this page I also got this piece of bling in that same Prima set that Sylvia sent me. The little crown. I thought that was really cute on there. I had one in that set that was a looking glass that I wanted to use so bad on the beauty page where she was looking in the mirror, but it was just a little bit too big to fit on the page. I couldn't make it work. But the crown's on here. This was punched out or cut out with a Tim Holtz Tattered Florals die, and layered. All the leaves are painted with the Creative Inspirations paint in that peach color. It's really, really, really shimmery and shiny. And I just layered it up. Added some hand cut leaves in that case. I wanted something a little bigger. It's another one of the Recollections flowers. And I needed this pocket to sit up a little bit for the wording down here, so it was going to be on top of the butterfly. And then such a pretty butterfly was on the paper, I didn't want to cover it up. But I didn't want to just pop it on there, so it's actually cut out of the paper. There's a hole under there that I put some other paper under, but I just cut around almost the whole butterfly. It's still connected here in the body, so that I could make it pop up and be 3D over the pocket and over the flowers, so it's not flat on the page. But it was actually part of this matte piece that I put down on top of the chipboard. So that's the princess page, and she has a little sparkle and shimmer on her Cinderella shoe there. And let's get the tag, another tag for that pocket. This is not a very elaborate mini because it was kind of funny. I was watching one of Yoli's videos a week or so ago, and it was one of her, I think it was a junk journal, and she talked about her daughter making the comment that it was like Alice in Wonderland. Pull me, read me, look here. There was just too many pockets and things for her, and my daughter's kind of like that too. She's not into all the frou-frou and the tons of tags and all that stuff. This album really didn't lend itself to that. It's not supposed to be an album for photographs and things like that. It's more of just a personalized sort of letter to me, from me to her, in a mini album form. So like I said, it's very simple. There's just the one pocket and one journaling tag on each page. It's not filled with a lot of frou-frou, and she's not into all the fibers and ribbons and stuff, so I try to keep it fairly simple for her. But I'm really pleased with the way it came out, and I hope she will like it. The last page is kind of sad. She will probably be getting married within the next year or so, so this page is dedicated to the woman she has become, and I think this image is just so sweet. Trying on a wedding dress, and she already has hers picked out. It was funny, we were watching the show yesterday. I can't remember what it's called. Y'all know the one where the girls are all trying on their wedding dresses, and one of them's mom was being kind of difficult, and she looked at me and she's like, "Are you going to be like that?" And I was like, "No, you've already shown me what wedding dress you like, and I'm perfectly fine with it. You're the one that has to wear it, not me." So she was just kind of laughing about that. But I found this really pretty trim at Hobby Lobby, and added that to the page. The little butterflies, they're covered with some bisque liquid pearls I painted on there. And then you have the tag for this page. And I haven't done anything on the back yet. I think I will probably put another pocket on there, and maybe like a summary card on there, because although these are characteristics of my daughter, they're certainly not everything I think of when I think of her. So there are some more things I want to say and tell her that I'll put in that pocket. But anyway, I hope you like the album, and I hope to be back with something soon. I have a Tim Coffey album that I need to get pictures in and post it on here, and I will hopefully have that up soon. But thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.